Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, welcome back to the channel, everybody.
And tonight's another late night eat / cheap eats.
Yeah, we're heading out on a late night eat to Herbs and Rye.
So they're located off Sahara, and we're pretty close to the strip. So we're gonna go show you guys what we get.
Yeah, come get lost with us in some steaks.
Checking in, guys.
We're heading out on our next adventure.
So make sure you guys hit the like button,
Make sure to subscribe.
because when we hit 1,000 subscribers,
We'll be jumping off the strat.
so back to the video.
Herbs and Rye is located only minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. It's open Monday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. It has two different happy hours, one from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. and another one from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. So it's definitely a place to check out. And do note, the happy hour does not include everything, and we'll show you that when we get inside.
Alright, so now that we've gotten our table, let's take a look around.
So just so you understand the steak menu, everything is a la carte, and anything that has the 2 stars with a red circle outside of it are the things that are included in the half-price happy hour. So you'll see most of the menu isn't actually included in the happy hour, except for, of course, the steaks. So what are you thinking?
Alright, so one of the things that Herbs and Rye specializes in is their drinks. So our server was gracious enough for us to just basically tell him what we like, and he made us suggestions, which he gave us several suggestions, all of which sounded very good. But I am going to start with Weekend at the Waldorf, which is a rum-heavy drink. It's rum, lime, Curaçao, and strawberry, so it should be kind of sweet and help me kind of like ease into my night. And I believe Gary ended up getting the Missionary's Downfall, which is rum, honey, peach, lime, pineapple, and mint. So really excited to see what that tastes like too. And then for our appetizers, I'm a little like not on the adventurous side yet. One day I will be, but we decided to start off with the wings, and we're gonna do the lemon pepper sauce because they make that in house. So yeah, we'll show you guys that when it comes out, and we're still kind of figuring out the rest of our meal. Alright guys, so I got the Weekend at the Waldorf. So this is supposed to be from the Rat Pack era, so a drink that was created between 1958 and 1968. So yeah, so here we go. That is really good, really refreshing. You can really taste the strawberry in it, and yeah, I really like it. It's good. Good recommendation. Let's see what Gary thinks about his drink.
All right, so I got the Missionary's Downfall. It's under the Tiki Boom of 69 to 89. It even comes in a nice little tiki mug, which is kind of cool. Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
The waiter said it was kind of like a mojito, but a little bit sweeter, so I'm excited. Interesting. It definitely is kind of like a minty mojito, and then it has kind of like a hit of like a sugary, probably like sugary peach, lime, pineapple type of mixture in there. It's actually pretty good. It's definitely not what I expected though. It's very, very interesting. So we got some appetizers coming, and we'll come and get you when we get those out to the table. wings came to the table, so super excited to try them. It's supposed to be house-made lemon pepper, so it should be good. Nice and crispy wings, well made. You just get a little bit of hint of the lemon and the pepper. It's not very strong, but really good. Let me try it with the ranch real fast. Yeah, it's very light on the flavor. The ranch gives it a nice little cooling effect, and they're super warm and well made. Let's take a look at what Nacy thinks about them.
So I am going to take a bite of this wing. Yeah, that's a really good, light, crispy flavor. Not too salty. I'm going to try it in the ranch. I was not good and didn't put any on my plate like Gary did, but there's just us too, so... The ranch just takes it up another level, but these wings are actually really good, really crispy, and we're gonna dig in. So we'll see you guys when our next round of food comes around.
There you go. All right, so I'm gonna dive into my ribeye. Nice grill marks. A little bit of seasoning, not too much. Not a bad ribeye. Let me try it with the horseradish. The creamy horseradish definitely gives it a nice little kick. It's nice and creamy. I don't know if it's worth $4, but it's not bad. And then I'll give it a try for the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is fantastic. The crumbles on top give it a nice little kick. The cheese is super gooey and creamy. That's really, really good. And then we got some mashed potatoes. A little bit harder than mashed potatoes I'd used to. Not bad. Very garlicky, very mashed potato. Not bad. Let's see what Nacy thinks of her steak.
Alright guys, so first bite. It's really tasty. Kind of got that nice light buttery flavor. Lightly seasoned. But it's good. I have to say, I do like it a lot. So I got the Peruvian chimichurri as my sauce. So I'm gonna douse my little steak bit in the sauce. It's a little bit spicy, but it definitely enhances the flavor of the steak. I don't know that I'm going to put it all over my steak, but it's definitely going to be something I'm going to be dipping into. Alright, so next up, I ordered mashed potatoes, so some garlic mash. And that's actually pretty tasty. And then Gary got the truffle mac and cheese, so I'm gonna try that. That mac and cheese is really good. I'm just saying, really creamy, nice and cheesy, and it goes with the pasta. Like they go together really well. And so I also got the French onion soup, and that just came to the table. So we're gonna check that out. Okay, so it's not bad. However, I will say it's not very cheesy. Like, I really like my French onion soup to be like really, really cheesy, but we're gonna dig into this little like cheese bread piece. It goes with the French onion soup really well. But again, I really like to have that crusty layer of cheese on my French onion, but it's not bad. Is it worth $12? I probably would skip this.
All right, so we're going to decide if we're going to get desserts, and we'll come get you if we get some.
Alright guys, so I went with like what my Old Faithfuls are, and that is a Moscow Mule. So it's really good ginger beer. Yeah, this is definitely a tried and true of something that I really love. But Gary got something very interesting, And I'm gonna let him tell you guys a little bit more about that.
We do make our own raspberry puree, such as they do too. The bar is in Brooklyn, yeah, because I went there one time. They make a fantastic Clover Club. But as I said, all these recipes are very classic, and our bartenders can pretty much make you anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you give us like, you tell me you hate grapefruit, but you like raspberry, but you like this, and this.
Yeah.
We'll work with it.
Awesome.
Well, and they'll do it on the fly too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the
It's
Clover
good, right?
Club.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I like it.
Cool. There you go.
All right, so this is a Clover Club. Apparently it's from Brooklyn. It was originally started there, and our waiter had actually been to the original restaurant and said that it's pretty good. Something cool is there's a raspberry puree in there, and apparently they make that in-house. So really, really cool. If you want to try anything, this is definitely a place to get some drinks, because they definitely have a really wide variety and some really cool, interesting stuff, but I'll give this a try. It's got like this really sweetness to it. It has egg whites on the top, but you can't taste the egg whites. It just kind of gives it like a foaminess. Really, really sweet, kind of like a orange mixture. And I think it's really good. It's very close to what Nancy had as her first drink too, but really, really good. So we actually did order dessert, and it should be out in a little bit, and we'll come get you when we're ready.
Alright, it is lava cake time. I think I like the lava cake a little more than the creme brulee. So the creme brulee is a little, it's like the custard didn't get blended smooth enough, so it's got a little bit of it feels like a chunky texture, but it's not chunky. I don't know how else to describe that to you, but the creme brulee is a little more on the chunky side than it is on like a smooth custard. But let's see what Gary thinks.
All right, so I'm going to try the creme brulee first. It doesn't crack on the top, so the sugar hasn't been done correctly, in my opinion. Yeah, it does have kind of like a chunky consistency instead of being more like a smooth creme brulee. I don't know if I'd order that again. It seems a little bit off. I will try the chocolate lava cake that's special. Super rich chocolatey, sort of like a creamy chocolate consistency. That's really good. And then the sorbet kind of gives it like a spike of sweetness. Honestly, overall, I would definitely order the Chef Special for Valentine's Day over the creme brulee. But they're both pretty decent. So we will come get you when we get outside and do our final review of the restaurant. All right, so we finished up our meal at Herbs and Rye. What did you think of it?
Well, we're going to give you guys some of our legit final thoughts here. And I thought overall, Herbs and Rye is definitely a place you should check out. Definitely a place you should check out. Would I come back for steaks? Probably not. But their bar is really cool. They can pretty much create any drink that you like based on what kind of flavors and alcohol you like. So I think that kicks it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, the drinks are definitely really fantastic here. They have a huge menu of stuff that they've already have sort of thought out.
Yeah.
But they can really make anything that you want, according to our waiter. So that's pretty cool.
Which is really cool.
And the drinks weren't too bad. They're about
no.
$15 a piece, so that's not a huge price either.
No, especially if you think you're going to pay like at least that, if not more, for a tiny little drink on the strip. So if you're here on vacation, it's definitely a place to come hang out. They are open from 3 p.m. until, or 5 p.m. until 3 a.m. So if you want to come later during the night, you can pretty much walk in and get a table or sit at the bar. But if you're going to come for their regular operating like dinner hours, like the 3 to 8 p.m., it is hard to find a reservation.
Yeah, you said they're about 2 weeks out right now. So you definitely want to do it early if you're coming to town. Make sure you get that reservation in.
Definitely. The steaks were good, I will say. The steaks were good, but for the price point that you're going to pay, I personally prefer the golden steer over that, but my steak was really tasty.
Yeah, the steaks aren't that bad of a price once you get the half off, but they really nickel and dime you on everything else. The steaks were decent. They were nicely grilled, but there wasn't much seasoning to them. And I would actually echo Nacia's sentiment where if you really want a really good steak, the golden steer. If you really want a good drink, I think that this is probably a place you need to check out.
Definitely. So I would say that we will probably come back here again. What we'll come back for will be a little bit different. But
Yeah, and if you want to see our golden steer video, we'll link it up in the top too.
And if you guys have ever ate at Herbs and Rye, let us know. What kind of drinks did you guys have when you came? And what did you eat? And let us know. And if there's anything that you think we should come back and try, especially if there's like a interesting drink that you think we should try, like Gary's drink had egg whites in it. Let us know, because I would definitely like to be adventurous and come back and try some fun alcohol.
Yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do more stuff around Vegas.
And we're going to see you guys in the next adventure.
Yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.